start with you, and then the guys watch Babs how much he works to get back on the ice, then he comes, gets a goal, blocks a shot with his foot in the end of the game there, and then gets first star in his first game back in the building. What kind of a lift does it give the rest of the group?
Oh yeah, I mean, I can speak to when I was out skating with them, and he was doing everything he could to prepare himself to get back in, and then first game back in the building, coming back from the injury, had a game like you said, had the goal, but did the little things as well. Big block shot at the end, so that's a big big motivation, and to see that throughout the lineup.
And for the group to not have to chase the game, to play with the lead from the beginning here, what kind of a difference did it make in the long run?
Yeah, I mean, that was our focus, was to come out and make sure that we had a good start, and they give credit to them. They came back and took the lead there, but the mindset on the bench didn't change. Just to keep pushing, play the way we were, and we knew that we'd be able to take the lead back over.
You always seem to come back strongly when you come back in the Olympics, unfortunately, because you've had a lot of experience today.
Yeah, it's not something I'm proud of to say I got the experience in that, but I think it's just a mental battle more than physical, and I've done it a few times, so I kind of know where to keep my mind at, and that helps me get my body ready.
Robby, Derek mentioned yesterday that it had been a big couple of days for you between the Ranger game and today. As far as getting yourself ready to go tonight, could you tell us a little more about what went into that process?
A lot of skating. It was my first game back in New York, a little bit of a step behind, but as to be expected after being out for a month, and it's on me to get myself ready, and that's what I did this week.
Jeff, was this step in the right direction for you guys today, you think?
Yeah, like I said, our focus was to make sure we had a strong start, and I think that was one thing that over the past 5 games, that was something that was lacking, was our start to games. So I thought we did a good job starting the game there, and then throughout the course of the game, there's going to be highs and lows, ups and downs, and I thought when we did dip, our play did dip, we got back onto it, and the forwards did a good job at I think really playing in the O zone, controlling the puck, cycling the puck, and I think that you do that for the course of 60 minutes, that really wears a team down.
How much difference does it make just twice you were able to build on goals right away?
Yeah, I mean, it's big. It's like to get that momentum, that feeling, and then to answer again is, that's you build off of the things that you're doing well, and it's not always a goal. It might be just an opportunity, but to build off those little things throughout the course of the game, I think that that's important.
Derek had talked coming into the game about wanting to get more kind of dirty type goals off the forecheck, and your 2 goals were right around the net. Is that how you?
Yeah, along with the starts to the game, getting to the net, getting in front of the goalie's eyes was an emphasis we had going into tonight. So being able to get a few dirty like that, in a game where they were scoring as well, definitely helped us.
Do you have any thoughts on going to Sweden? Are you excited about the prospect now?
Yeah. I mean, obviously to get the result tonight was the number one priority for today, and then go back home, spend a little time with the family, and then get on the plane. So, looking forward to the trip, but at the same time, there's two important games that we're playing over there.
Jeff, what can you guys get out of this? I mean, it's unusual, obviously, to have a road trip like that. You get 3 days of practice, get a day off together as a team. Like, what can this do for you guys hockey-wise?
Yeah, I mean, I think we can kind of use it as a little bit of a reset. You look at the schedule. There's not many opportunities where you have, a few days to where you're not playing. It's usually, maybe 1, 2 if you're lucky. So spend some time with the guys. But then when we do hit the ice, to focus and be prepared to work on the things that we need to put us in the best position to win those 2 games.
Robby, anything in particular you're looking forward to trying while you're in Sweden?
I mean, the main thing, I guess, the meatballs. That's the most popular thing. But I've been to Stockholm before, so I'm excited to go back. It's a great city.
Just real quick on the power play, you were running that 5 unit today, and it was unable to convert
effort, but it felt like it built more momentum. You guys got some good looks on it. How did you see the power play?
Yeah, I mean, I think, we worked the puck well on the first couple. We had some opportunities. Ghost had one off a seam pass, hit the goalie's shoulder. I think we had an opportunity there to start the third period, and we weren't able to get it in the zone. So, that was a little frustrating. But like I said, the early two, making sure that we moved the puck quickly, made sure we had somebody net front, like he spoke about, 5-on-5, but also on the power play and to generate shots.
First time, first in 8 games, but you got the first two, and how did that propel you guys today?
Yeah, it was a great start. I liked our entire 60 minutes. Probably could have managed our game a little bit better. A little too much easy offense for them. Obviously, some breakaway, half breakaway looks, some odd mans. But for the most part, I thought our compete was excellent tonight, and I thought we got what we deserved.
Robby Fabbri was the first star overall. What did you like about him?
Awesome, competed. Kind of challenged the guys. And again, our game, we were on a 2-2-1 stretch over our last 5, and our game was flat. It wasn't awful. It wasn't great. It was flat, and it actually helped. I watched our Columbus game back, and our actual compete in that game was just a notch better, and why we were successful. So I think a little bit of that visual for the guys, I think, helped them. I think we got our feet moving a little bit more today. Our compete was excellent, and just, pretty complete game for us.
Before they got before you played, just how important was it to get the 2 points in regulation and lead something?
Yeah, just maybe a little bit of a breather with the travel, and obviously we don't play for a while now, but maybe not so much a breather, maybe a reset. But again, points in 3 of our last 4. We're sitting here at 8-5-1 prior to heading to Sweden. I think if we would ask anyone if we would take 8-5-1 before a little reset going to Sweden, I think we all would have taken it. Now it's what we're going to do with it, and continue to build our game.
How much difference did it make being able to build goals twice, get 2 goals right away in a row?
Yeah, obviously momentum, but I think we had 4 lines going. I think all 4 lines might have chipped in offensively, but zone time, territorially, we had a lot of possession time. Again, just some of the things we didn't see in the Montreal game, a little more connected out of our zone in order to spend a little more time in their zone. We did that tonight, so positive for sure.
Anything on Austin? Are you taking him to Sweden?
Don't know yet. He's off his crutches, so it's good. I'd have to talk. I think we would probably let GR play tonight, and then if we need a body, we'll just send someone commercial. Energy, he's part of our leadership core. Obviously, you can see he's still not, probably where he was at a couple years ago or even last year healthy, but he's working his way back to it. But that line was excellent, but all 3 just had to hunt the puck, get above it, creating turnover, zone time. That second goal our team scored to make it 2-0. What an identity goal. Those guys went the forecheck, they hunted it, they had a great A. Fabs just misses it, and they get back on top of it. He puts it back in the net a few seconds later. So, he brings some pop to us for sure.
Derek, I think that was the 4th in a row that the fourth line has gotten a goal thus far.
Good. It just helps your depth, and obviously Russ has spent some time there. Klim has really managed this game. I just think that line's having success because they're just playing a simple north-south game, and it just obviously you need depth like that, and it's helped us. Yeah. He's been excellent. He's a big part of what we're trying to build. I think he's a very special player, still developing and growing, and I'm really excited for him for this experience. Of all the things I was able to enjoy when I went last time to Sweden in my previous job in Tampa was to watch Victor Hedman enjoy it. He literally, not to put Victor on the spot here, but they were doing the Swedish national anthem, and he was tearing up. And to me, that was like, wow, this is awesome. So I'm sure Razor will be going through some of those similar emotions. Yes, I think what we talked about the other day, the good thing what Alex has been doing is he's been getting looks. And if your skill and a natural score like that keeps getting looks, it's going to go in for him. And obviously it was really important at the time because we're playing well, but we're trailing 3-2. You could feel maybe a little frustration starting to build on the bench, so it's just a much-needed goal. And then he gets feeling it. He beats the goalie short side in the third, hits the post, obviously. So he beat the goalie, and he's getting a good, he's feeling it. So, yeah, obviously a positive for him.
How do you focus when you guys do get out there? I mean, reportedly you got 2 big games there. Is there a balance there? Or how do you
Well, it's obviously the 2 big games, but we get 2 practices, which obviously the travel and getting acclimated. I don't know how intense those practices will be, but you get in the rhythm of your season. You don't get a lot of practice time, so I'm actually kind of excited about some of the reps we'll get in there. So there's a good balance. Again, the league did a really good job on just having that balance of acclimating, having an experience away from the rink, but giving you plenty of time to be ready to play.
I know you weren't here, but Roy Kleiber had a big season when he was in Sweden. How much do you think that helped with development?
I don't want to say lucky, but the fact that we had the pandemic year, he got a year in the American. People forget he had a full year in American hockey, full year in pro hockey in Sweden. I just think it helped him. This organization has always been patient with their prospects. I know just of late, not having the depth in our organization, it's been probably a little harder to be patient with letting guys develop properly in Europe or in the American Hockey League. But we kind of got lucky in that, he had 2 full years of playing with men, and obviously he was ready. Obviously won Rookie of the Year.
Looking ahead to the trip, what went into the decision to kind of hit the ground running with a practice right away?
All science, everything. I mean, we've literally started working on, leaned on our nutritionists, leaned on our sports science team, and again, that practice will be more about acclimating. All the science says go there, get a light skate immediately, and it helps with your clock. I experienced last year going to World Championships, almost similar. We literally rolled in to Germany, got right off the bus, and went to practice, and it worked. So there's a science to it. Honestly, I can't remember. That was so long ago. Yeah, that's a good question. So, no, but I'm going to try hard tonight. Honestly, my wife was laughing at me. Our sports nutritionist has already gave us a to-do list, and I was following it to the minute. Like, you had to be outside at sunrise 7:14. I was outside at 7:14 staring at the sun. Last night, to be to bed at 10, my whole family was laughing at me. I went right to bed. 9:59, I walked right upstairs. So I'm doing my part. Hopefully it works.